Hello,
Hello,
good evening.
good evening.
What do you have to share with us today?
Okay, today I'm sharing with you how I ended up having the passion for tea, and that led me to start off my company called toms.teapassion. My passion for tea started off with just this blue teapot and has about 40 years of history. Just take a close look at this pot, then I'll tell you a bit more background about this pot. This is a 紫砂壶, okay. The front is a 钟馗, right. And behind I didn't know is a 西游记. Yeah, okay. You can listen to the quality of the pot. This is a 40 years old antique pot.
Well, it looks pretty new.
Okay. Another pot is this one. Okay. This is another 40 to 50 years old pot. Another 紫砂壶. Again, listen to the quality. See, the pot is so aged. Right. Okay. Why these two pots are so precious to me is being born in a family, a Chinese family of Teochew. Teochew comes from Guangdong, Shantou in China. My father came to Singapore at the age of 18 and empty-handed. He started doing all kind of odd jobs, starting from at when the ship unloads. Last time we used to have sacks of rice. He could be unloading sacks of rice over his shoulder, 50 kg sack of rice, and then he does all kind of odd jobs. He drives taxi and many jobs before he ended up doing some business and he got wealthy. And I do have 6 elder sisters, 1 elder brother. I'm the youngest, so we have 8 of us in the family. And because we come from such a big family, and my father loves to drink tea, being Teochew, and Teochew we drink from a small teacup like this. And we used to gather around my father's marble table, and he would brew his tea out of either this pot or this pot. So imagine when my father brewed tea with us, this pot itself probably with him for about 40 years, and I started drinking tea for about maybe more than 30 years with him. So unfortunately today my father is no longer with us, but memory of my father remained with me from these two pots. So I developed the liking for tea from these two pots. From the numerous evenings that I have tea with my father, and slowly I began to enjoy drinking tea, and it became a culture for me and became a hobby. And also I've been staying in China for work. I used to come from oil and gas industries, so I stayed in China for many years, and that's where I further developed the interest of tea from the many Chinese people I've met, became friends in both tea and also tea leaves, and also like accessories, teapots, and many good friends I've met who now became my business partner. So when I started this business in Singapore, it's a very smooth sailing process because I already got a lot of friends who are supporting me in anything I need as far as the tea culture is concerned. But importantly, I'm doing this business out of my passion. So and because I love this tea so much that I just wish to be able to share with anybody in the world, so that you too are able to enjoy the good tea that I enjoy. So tonight what I'm going to do, I'm going to brew one special tea called Dongfang Meiren. Okay, take a close-up look at this tea. Okay, and this tea really smells good. You can try. Just
Wow, interesting.
So without even drinking, you can smell the goodness of the tea. So same thing what we do is, okay, if the pot is too hot, just use a cloth. Okay. So first we're going to wake up the pot a little, put some hot water. Also give you a chance to rinse some of your these 公道杯 and the other cups that are around you. So you just pour out the water. Then what you can do is you can use this water to rinse all the cups. A good rinse for all the cups. Just throw the excess water in. Normally okay, so next what I'm doing is this. I'm going to put these tea leaves into the pot. Okay. And just now, because I already added hot water inside, it's quite steamy hot, so I can give a shake just to wake up the tea leaves. Say, hey, hello, time to wake up. And then the smell, the cover, the fragrance of the tea actually. Okay. So basically what you do is add some hot water, and basically the pot also has residue steam in it. So you use this hot water to rinse your other tea wares, and then you add in the tea leaf and give a shake. Actually, basically you can get a very good aroma from the tea leaves. So that's how you first be able to smell the dry tea leaves first. It's always good to have a cloth like that, so you can keep whatever you have very clean and tidy. So this first round of water I'm going to discard. So usually, as you have learned from my other many rounds of sharing, we always rinse off the first round. So what you can do with this pot is this, I mean, you do have the tea just now that I rinsed off. You can actually use this tea to pour over the pot, because by doing this prolonged, you can actually make the pot shine very well. I just rinse off the water. Just pour the tea. The first round of tea, actually, you just pour over the pot, so that every time you do this, after some time, your pot will become very, very shiny.
It's like giving your pot a bath.
Yes. So just now you say it looks like a brand new pot, but when I tell you it's a 40 years old pot, you won't believe it. Right? It's an antique pot. When I first have this pot, it's like a precious gift for me. I put it locked in the shelf. But after learning more about tea culture, I learned that the more I use this pot, the pot even beautifies more. And also is like a way of thanking my father for giving such a good piece of tsusaku, and I do not want to go to waste. I beautify the pot, so my father in heaven will be so glad that I'm using his pot that has been using for all his life.
So,
okay. So we are ready to go. Just make sure that you have water boiling ready, so that when the next round you can put on high temperature for your water. here you go. We are ready to serve the tea. The second round is suitable for drinking. You see the capacity of this small pot. It's small, but it got so much tea out of it. So the same thing, you serve your guests first. Okay, and you forgot what you must do. Right, okay.
Indeed.
Okay. Then you invite your guests to the good tea. And make sure your guests have the first sip before you carry on drinking yours. How you find this tea? I think
Wonderful.
the many times you came here to interview me for my sharing of this tea passion, you are privileged to taste very different tea each time you come. So I think you are one of the most privileged people on earth to get to sample free premium teas. And each time you come, you taste something that is very different from what you had before. And that's the beauty of Chinese tea. I mean, you have a wide variety of Chinese tea for you to be able to enjoy. So you can take a close look at how the tea leaves look like right now after you brew. Very beautiful tea leaves. It has expanded. Right.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Looks so fresh.
This is harvested in 2019, so it's still very new tea. Okay, we just wait for a few more seconds for the water to boil. This tea is good enough to go for water between 95 to 100 degrees Celsius. We have enough tea to keep ourselves busy while waiting for the water to boil. So that's where I stress that while we are serving the guests and always make sure that you have sufficient water boiling for the next round of brewing. So same thing, the first round normally we want to keep the water for like 2 seconds. Then the second round is probably 5 seconds. Even if you fill it to the rim, it's okay. Let some of it overflow. Again, it have a chance to wash over the pot to make it shine. Okay. And for premium tea like that, always the best part of tea is from the second brew onwards. So like this brew is the second brew. Third, fourth is better than the first.
Well, I think the first brew is already pretty amazing.
The you is already good enough. Right, wait till you
It's
taste
pretty
the second
good.
one and you find that it's even better.
This tea has a nice finishing note to it.
Indeed, yes. It's just like a good red wine. Tea also can give you the kind of very good after finishing note. Second round is better than the first. So I have been talking about master cup. So this is a very small, but still a master cup. Master means the person who holds the tea appreciation session will have a cup that's unique and preferably his cup is bigger than the guest that's invited. So today my guest has a slightly small cup, so and then I took out this cup, and it's also suitable for this tea.
Thank you.
Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed my sharing today, my two very special pots, and how I actually 养壶啊，养那个紫砂壶 to basically make it nicer each day. So hopefully one day when I pass this to my children, and this can be passed on from generation to generation, and it will be remembered from grandfather, from great grandfather, and so on, and can pass on.
Well, thank you for sharing. This is Tom's Tea Passion. Today sharing was very nice, beautiful story, and allowing us to sample this very awesome tea.
So I also look forward to share more of the passion from my this tea, love for tea, and I hope that Tom's Tea Passion can be able to bring you more videos and sharing, and hopefully you can be able to pick up some tea appreciation and also learn more of Chinese tea culture, and I hope that you will be able to enjoy the tea that I enjoy. Okay, so with this, thank you again.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.